guys, I'm Blossom.
And I'm Dave. Welcome to the Rude Customers Podcast. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Monday. It's the beginning of a new week. A new consistent week of content from your favorite rude customer critics. Is that what we are? Rude customer critics?
We're just rude critics in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we've said a lot of opinions about, you know, the rude customers and the employers or the employees as well. So
True. If you're rude, we'll tell you about it. We'll let you know.
you know who's also rude?
Who's rude?
Dave.
I'm rude?
Yes, because he went ahead and told my parents, oh, yeah, like, I would love to move down there. Like, because I live in Norwalk, and it's an hour away from here. I live near the city.
New
And
York. New York, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
What city?
Live near New York City. And he was like, oh, yeah, like, I would love to move down here. And so then my dad asked me this past weekend, yesterday, he brought it up. He was like, oh, Dave said he wouldn't mind moving down here. And I was like, yeah, but like the rent is insane. Yeah. And I just, you know, it's not like we're saving like 3 times. We would pay 3 times more rent than what we're paying now. So I was like, why would you open your big mouth and tell them that you would move down there? Because I haven't told them that.
That's not exactly how it went. We were having a conversation, your father and I. We were chopping it up, as they say. And we were talking about the future. And he asked me some questions about, you know, where I'm going and things that I want to do. And I basically explained to him that, yeah, I would totally move closer this way. I really like the area. Norwalk's a very good area. I like Stamford. I like New York. New Britain was a place that I landed in when I came back to this country. God, I sound like an immigrant. I came back to this country with it's true though. I came back to this country and I got left in Dover, Delaware with $125 in my pocket. And final destination ended up being New Britain, and it was a good place to rebuild. But the reality is, there's a lot nicer places to do footholds for a lot of things that I'm into, like with the collectibles and pawning and flipping and all this stuff. There's a lot of opportunity out that way. So, yeah, I had no problem letting your family know that. If they ask me a question, I mean, unless it pertains to you, I'm going to answer.
We would have to be slaving, or at least I would have to be slaving my life away every single day if we got an apartment down there.
Well, you guys need to make us famous. If you guys make us famous, then we can afford a New York apartment. So blow this podcast up and just help us out a little bit, and then we can go ahead and make all the content that you could ever want.
I still don't know about all that.
No, it'd be rough. It's not that I like our plan, the way what we have like set to be here. We pay cheap rent. I mean, like in 2024, what we pay is disgusting. It's very, very good. So it's hard to walk away from that.
Yeah.
Because everything else is high. It's crazy. What I pay for, this is going to be disgusting. Right now, with what electricity is up to a month, electricity and the cable bill equates to what I pay for rent. What we pay for rent. Not just my half.
Yeah.
What we pay, the full rent. It's crazy. Crazy.
And we're never going to find a place like this.
Never.
So it's very affordable. It's not even affordable. My sister the other day, she tried to get a studio apartment through affordable housing. And even then, it was like $2,000 a month. Yeah. And they were like, yeah, that's affordable housing. And my mom's like, no, it's not, because you still got to pay for groceries, electricity, the heat. You got to pay for her car payment, car insurance. Like there's so phone bill. Like there's just so much we have to pay for. And I just can't wait until this. I saw this tweet. Graham Stephan, he tweeted something out last week that was like, you know, the home mortgage rates and the price on homes is the worst it's ever been since 1985, I think. Don't quote me on that, but it was definitely a very long time. And he was like, the average American has to make 6 figures in order to afford to buy a home.
Yeah, it's funny because America is an interesting country because there are places.
We're going to get into rude customers, guys.
We are, but it's like we have an interesting country because of all the different places that you can live at different economic pricings. But now what people care about most is having it all. having it all. They want
Yeah.
the location, they want the job, they want the environment, they want it all, but they want it all at that same price that they think that they could pay that they did growing up.
Yeah.
And that's just not how it
And
works.
now I know, like back then, like our parents would, rent was 13 cents. I'm just exaggerating, of course, but it's nothing like it was now. Oh, I could afford this back then. Yeah, because back then it was affordable. Now it's just impossible. You literally have to be grinding 24/7. You have to be in the medical community or it's really insane what you have to be in order to get that nice home. So,
but think about what you just asked me right before we started. What prompted all of this?
What?
And this is the mindset stuff. This is what really comes down to. You asked me if I would commute to continue to work here and live in Norwalk, which I said yeah.
Oh, I
Because
did ask you that.
A lot of people aren't willing to make those sacrifices.
I asked you that before filming though, but
Yeah, I know. But I mean, that's what prompted the conversation.
Yeah,
Essentially,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's kind of what everything built off of from there. So, it's a lot. It comes down to that choice. A lot of people don't want to have to do that. Me, I'm going to do it. It's just because juice versus squeeze is.
Well,
everything.
technically, it should be the opposite. You should have a job down there and then live up here.
Yeah, but the rent doesn't dictate that. Yeah, it's true. I got to live out in the sticks to pay the rent to go to the big city.
Yeah, like
Work in
you
the
got to
big-
work in the big city and then live in the cheaper
Yeah, I'll do it
area,
the other
pretty
way.
much, and you're doing it backwards. But it's okay.
That's where the rent
But
is.
oh my gosh! So the video we're about to react to, it's a very annoying customer.
Oh, I love annoying customers.
Definitely 1,000,000% in the wrong. This customer went to the movie theaters and he did pay for the movie, his ticket, but he's sitting in the wrong seat. Now, this reminds me of when I went to go see Saw with Alethea, my godmother, and I was telling Dave at the time that, okay, so I started buying seats.
Extra seats.
Yeah.
Now she wasn't doing this with me the entire time. We've been going to the movies since the beginning of our relationship.
Yeah.
A lot. And she never did this. And then right around the time of this situation with Alethea, she started doing this. Extra seats.
Yeah, I started doing extra seats because I don't want people sitting next to me. If I'm going to go to the movie theaters since 2020, I just want to sit comfortably without having, Mary Jane sitting next to me. I'd rather have Mary Jane sit 4 seats down from me. So now when I go to the movie theater, if I'm going to go, I usually pay for 4 to 6 seats. Sometimes, if it's a Taylor Swift thing, we paying for the whole row.
Yeah, we paid for the row.
Yeah, but but if it's
That was funny. I'm sorry. We paid for the row and we didn't have to on that night.
I know. There was no one there.
The whole theater
So
was
for
empty.
opening, like I think it was October 13th, her thing came out, the Eras film came out, and I paid for that whole entire row and no one was in the theater.
But it's not like I can't even fault you. And the reason is we were there, right? And it was just our showing because every other showing was sold out. Every other showing we were watching, I was going into other theaters.
But it makes me think the reason why people didn't go to that one is because they saw, the whole row at the top is out. So
Maybe.
I think I don't regret getting the whole row because I think people looked at that screening and was like, oh, this whole row is sold out. Nah, let's, obviously that's a whole group. So let's go to another showing or whatever. That's what I think also did happen as well.
The experience matters. And like that's the thing. We'll pay for experience, because that's all you got nowadays.
Yeah.
If you can make your experience a little bit better and you can afford it, that's what you do. And let me tell you, we were dancing in the friggin' aisles. You, me, and your family, we had a great time.
Yeah, it was like a concert. It was
Really,
great.
our own personal, and there wasn't a few more people there, and they were dancing in the aisles too. It was just such a fun time. I love it.
Yeah, it was. But this wasn't the story I'm about to tell you. It was not a fun time
No.
because we went with my godmother, Alethea. We went to go see Saw when it first came out. And normally I would have gotten more seats, but I was like, okay, let me just get 2 extra seats. And then she grimed me, came for me. It was like, that's a waste of money, Blossom, to get 4 seats and yada, yada, yada. That's a waste of money, yada, 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 right? So we get to our seats, and there was these two guys, and they were just so disgusting, greasy, oily, gross. I was like, ew. And we were like, you're sitting in our seats. And they got up, but we no longer wanted to sit in those seats because they were just so gross and
That
disgusting. They just looked gross and oily and greasy and like they needed a shower. It was so gross. But Alethea thanked me because I bought 4 seats. So then we sat in the other 2 seats that I bought. So she thanked me. So she was talking all that smack and thanked me later.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll thank me later.
Monk, if you
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
Monk. If you know, you know. If you know, you
Just
know.
next time, just hit her with one of those. Don't buy into the madness. Just say
You'll thank me later.
That's it. She won't even get it. She won't even get hit by it yet.
No.
I like that you do it though. I like those extra seats.
All right, let's watch this guy.
You're out there of mine.
It's not your
Go
seat.
away.
That's not gonna
I
happen.
pay my money. I have a right to it.
Sit in your seat, correct?
Yes,
that's
my
not,
seat.
That's not your seat.
How can you tell it's not my seat?
Because your ticket has your seat number on it.
Whatever.
Let's find it.
Whatever.
This can easily
Do
be
your own
resolved.
policy.
in
No,
your
no, I'm going to be an
argument.
asshole because you're being an asshole.
I am not.
I'm a patron here.
Okay, and I'm trying to find
And this
your
will be
seat.
the last time that I come to this imagined theater. All
Sounds
right,
great.
I paid
That
my
sounds
money.
great.
Does anybody
please
here
don't come
think
back.
that
Please
this
don't
is
come back.
actually a thing where it's like it doesn't matter where you sit? It's not assigned seating.
It is.
Go sit in your own seat.
Thank you.
Oh,
Did you hear? I think the customer was like,
The peanut gallery there.
"Oh, go sit in your own seat."
I love that. I love when someone's clearly in the wrong. It's definitely an okay time to heckle.
Yeah.
And that would have been me. Just go sit in your own
Just
seat.
I know. I would have gotten up and like, shut up and go sit in your own seat.
I would have been like, oh
It's
my God, I
assigned
can't believe you
seating.
just said shut up. I gotta start.
What?
I gotta start warming up the muscles at this point. I don't know if this is gonna
He's
take
an
a
old
run at
man.
me. Oh,
He's not
that's
coming
an
for
easy fight.
anybody.
That's an
He's
easy
not
knockout
coming
for
for
me.
anyone.
Nice. Go ahead. Talk all the smash
But-
you want then.
Yeah, he's
Smack it up.
He's an old man. Oh, let me turn my brightness on my phone up because I just stopped the recording by accident.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, on the thing.
But no, I would have gotten up because I would have felt really. One, he's ruining my movie experience.
Don't
like
do
I
that.
didn't pay to come, and like I paid to watch the trailer. I didn't pay to hear you, or maybe you can consider it as a free show, like an entertainment
Extra show, like a
Yeah.
warm up. Yeah,
Before the
he's the warm up
trailers.
act. That's very true. Here's a tip of the day for all the ladies out there. If you do get up and start chirping at somebody, make sure that the man that you're with or person that you're with is bigger than them.
Oh my gosh.
Or
He's
younger.
He's an old man.
Yeah, I know. I could really beat him up easy. That's good. I can get in there and throw some bows.
Sure.
I'm not gonna throw bows at you two. It's okay.
Please, sir, let's find your seat and we can start. the
no,
movie.
I'm not going to.
Then I'm going to ask you to leave.
You did, like 4 or 5 times. And that's why now we have a disturbance. Because some other people can't just be like, you know what? I could sit right here,
Sir, we're not doing this
one
anymore.
seat off.
We're not doing
One
this here.
seat off.
Please step to the other side.
So if I were to move over one seat, everything would be okay.
Sir,
Is that what you're saying?
you're just
Is that what you're saying?
listen?
Does that mean?
Are you gonna listen?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Be my pest.
Okay. At this point, you are disrupting the show for these fine folks. We're gonna ask you to leave. We'll get you a refund though. I'll be nice and get you a refund.
I don't know. I might want to be taken out in handcuffs now.
Sir,
This man.
Do you see this shit? This is really what's happening nowadays.
This man's hilarious though.
Yeah, but that's the mindset. He's vocalizing the TikTok and YouTube mindset. This is what's actually happening. We just got to see the mind of a lunatic that you see all the time. That you see, like, I wonder why this doesn't just get de-escalated
He's
here.
like,
And he's like, no, you know what? I think I want to be taken out in handcuffs.
He like thinks about, you know what? Yeah, he knows his fate. He's like, this is my fate, and I'm okay with that. So call the popo.
Well, he knows that's the next level of escalation. He
Yeah.
knows that he's said enough now to where the only thing that can happen is cops being called and him getting arrested. He knows he's in the wrong, hence why not the cops just coming, him being arrested. So he's making a active choice. Actually, he's threatening the chance of him doing that. So now
He's like, I'm going to get arrested and what? Either play this movie because I'm okay with what could possibly happen.
well, he wants something. I don't even know if it's necessarily that he wants to stay for the movie, but I think he's embarrassed and he wants some sort of old people. They want some sort of W.
No, I think he does want a W, and I think the W is play the damn movie. I'm going to sit in my spot. That's what I think.
After being told, that's why he started doing the one seat over thing. But I think he realized that's not a possibility. Is there any more to this?
Yeah.
I'm into this. I want to see how it ends.
Come on.
I paid my money. I don't understand why it is. If I sit over here, one seat, it's okay, and everything is right with the world. But if not, the world stops and everybody gets upset.
Sir, let's go. I'll be nice and I'll get you a refund.
I want more than just a refund.
Okay.
Can I get a drink?
We'll take care of you in the lobby.
I almost said he was looking for. I almost said he's looking for something extra.
You heard the giggles in the background too? I know
I
it.
couldn't believe it. But I had a feeling. I was wondering. I almost was going to say something stupid like, I wonder if he wants like an extra drink or something like that. Because I knew he was looking for something. He wanted a small W. It didn't matter what it was. That's hilarious.
You called it. You called it.
Funny. Well, he's that Asner.
He's really playing this. He's I gotta give it to the guy. He's definitely playing his cards right. I mean, he gets kicked out, gets a refund, and a free drink.
Can I get a drink? I'm a little thirsty after all this yelling.
I'm dead. I'm gonna have to rewind this a little bit so you guys can hear the giggle because I could have sworn I heard some.
He might be Karen of the month. I have actually started to fall in love with this guy a little bit. Let's get him a TV show.
Oh my gosh, he's hilarious.
I want more than just a refund.
Okay.
Can I get a drink?
We'll take care of you in the lobby.
Fine. And then I won't come back.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
And I'm going to make sure everybody knows about this shit.
Okay. I appreciate that. Would you like me to move over here? I don't want to be in your way, but we do need to go.
I capitulate because I don't want to watch the movie now. You ruined it for me. Because of your silly ass rules.
Okay. I apologize about that.
I still think I'm being the bigger person here.
Okay. I think you dropped your phone.
Yeah. Should we clap? At least I didn't pay $900 for it. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy your movie.
Did you hear the guy go, should we clap?
I know. I heard the guy that was recording say that.
At this point, that's what that guy wanted. He wanted more attention. That's all he wanted. It would have been a mistake to clap for him. Because that's all he wanted. That dude wanted more attention. That laugh made him feel 10 feet tall. That giggle made him feel great.
Goodbye, everyone. I was the show for tonight. Goodbye.
I'm back to your regularly scheduled program. Jesus, man, that guy was something else. Funny, though. Let's give some props to the management. She did a great job.
She's like, okay, yeah.
Very calm.
You dropped your phone. I would have been an ass and like, oh. Yeah. Well, no, you know why? Who wants him back there? Like, who wants him to come back? So.
Well, I think the other guy, there was another guy who was handling him at first. He was getting a little animated with him. And I think that manager did what a manager should do and be like, I got this, chief. Don't worry about it. Just here, hang back. This is why I get paid more. Let me see if I can handle this. It's their job. That's what management does. They schedule stuff, but really they're there to take care of stuff like this because it's above your pay grade, and that's what this manager's good. She did a good job. She earned her paycheck that day. She de-escalated. She got that guy out of there and turned it into a really good story at the end.
Well,
of the day.
guess who also earned their paycheck?
Who earned their paycheck?
This lady who caught this customer stealing in the store and like, see how she earned her paycheck. Well, let's watch.
Inside the store. Okay, you can leave this in here if you're gonna pay for all this. I have you on camera. Put it down.
Sure.
Yeah, you're not gonna get another card. I can guarantee you're not gonna get it. Put it down. Let me see if I can grab it for you. Hi.
Hello.
You guys still open your bag.
We're open for about another 5 minutes.
I'm gonna go through your bag. okay? Or I'm gonna call the police.
No,
Let me
You may not.
give me
Excuse
your
me,
bag.
You are not allowed
Are you
to touch
kidding
it.
me right now?
You
Open
are
your
not allowed to touch it. I
bag.
will. Get off of me, please.
Open your bag.
I'm opening it. If you'll get off
Yeah,
of me, please.
this is all ours. Take it off.
Get off of me, please.
Take it off.
Get off of me, please.
Take it off. You can't just steal my stuff. Bye. Get out. Go. Get out.
Not all yours.
Those are ours. Are you kidding me?
Oh, sorry.
Bye.
Grab those.
What the hell's wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
I'm doing my job. They're stealing from us.
He's going to grab my other card. You're being
Yeah,
absurd.
okay. I am.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? Oh, do you hear that bird?
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Bird.
How do you feel about what is it called when they're not called, they're the associates that watch to see if people are stealing? What do you call them?
The secret shoppers type things?
No, it's not. They're called something. But they're part of like
undercover,
it's okay.
I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
security force, but there's a name for it.
It's not a secure. No. So, like when I walked into Stop and Shop, 2 days ago, they were hiring for. It's like the whatever. Anyways, there's a team for it, and their whole job is just to kind of see if people are stealing and yada yada yada. And my question would be, do you think that lady should have touched the other lady's bag? Like, do you think the employee should have touched the stealing rude customer's bag?
See, it's tough because right now there is a lot of videos out there where people are taking justice in their own hands. People are getting caught stealing, and there's a lot of people who are cheering on the business owners, getting physical and taking physical action against this, which is all fine and dandy. I get people are tired of this. Let me first say this: stealing is really bad right now. Like, theft is horrible. If you need evidence of that, walk into any CVS or Walgreens right now and just see how much stuff is locked up. Holy crap. Stanford, Norwalk, places that, you wouldn't expect. They're all locked up. Like, all hygiene stuff, everything. Like, theft is so bad right now. And I think people are getting tired of it. But I always look at the legal mindset when it comes to liability. I like that they went ahead and created a name, but what authority do they have? Because they're not really security. They're just narcs. They're there but the thing is, they have the best narc possible. They got the overhead cameras that catches everything, especially a lot of those bigger stores.
I guess, kudos to the lady for catching the thief. But I guess what I'm saying is they usually have these rules, like you're never supposed to actually approach the people. You're supposed to call, the police and have them, because for all this employee this lady could have had a weapon in her bag.
Yeah.
This lady could have had stuff, and she's like, nope, I'm just gonna, because to me too, I get that it's your job, but your job is to report it. And I'm not trying to come, okay guys, I'm not trying to come for the employee who caught the thief. No, but all I am saying is that this thief could have been like, oh, she hit me, she pushed me, she did all this stuff, and there's no protection there. I mean,
ripped her bag. What if there was like a heroin needle or something there?
What gets me is this may be, you may work for the store, but do you own the store? Now, if she was a store owner, then I can understand the need to this is like my money, but I'm pretty sure she just works for the store. So it's like, even if you did have a huge loss, it's not really your loss. You did your job. You saw that she was stealing, and you should have picked up the phone, call the police, not threaten, oh, hey, I'm going to call the police. Once you saw that she was stealing, you should have called the police, so that way her behind could get arrested when she's actually committed the act. So now she could because she was clearly, this lady was watching her the whole time because she had all this stuff in her purse. Yep. So what I would have done in the future, I mean, there's still some more to go here, I think.
Well, there was also another level to this too, because she was, now I know it's a lie and I know it's bullshit, but she was saying that she was going to get her card. She was going to get her other cards. So she said other cards. So that makes me think that first card, which is a tactic, by the way. I've seen people do this. They slide a card that is known to be bad, then say, let me go grab card. Everything's already, they make sure everything's already bagged. They make sure everything's already ready to go.
I thought she said she was going to get a cart.
Oh, I thought she said card. Let me get
Did you fart?
No, that was.
Oh.
I thought I heard her say, let me go get my, no, I'm going to get my other card.
I thought I heard
because
cart.
She said, "I know you're not going to get your other card." No, that's what I heard at the beginning.
Oh,
of it.
okay.
Yeah, because she was like, "You're not going to get another cart." I don't know, but the card made sense to me because I've seen that scam. I scan it, know it's bad. Oh, let me go get the other one in the car. Either you get out of there because you know you got caught, or you take the bags with you if you have a lenient store policy, and then you just book it.
I guess what I'm saying is that in the future, what I would do is, because you can't really even catch her for stealing because she didn't commit the act yet.
You stopped it.
But what, as a store associate, what you should do in the future is once you see something, you say something by calling the police and then have her commit the act and then have the police wait and see. And then they're like, oh, okay, now you can get her, but you don't have anything to get her on because we don't know if she I mean, we know.
So here's what the police want you to do. They want you to talk to them. They don't want you to confront them. They want you. So the best thing you could do is call. When you see them doing it, you call the police. You let them know that it's in progress. You try to slow them up if you can, but don't get in their way. Because once they get out of the store, the cops should be waiting for them.
Yeah.
And that's how it's supposed to work. Now, this lady got overzealous for whatever reason. Maybe she felt a little chesty that day. Who the frick knows? But no. And now, I always feel a little hypocritical because I have done something. I have put somebody through a door who was trying to steal something. So I can understand the emotions that go involved with it. But I'm also a
But it's not your store. I don't care. It's not your store.
It's not my store. But
I'm tired of these employees. It's not y'all's store, okay?
Agreed.
So don't risk your life over a store that's not yours. You're 100% replaceable in like half of a second.
What if she was a former police officer and she just couldn't
Don't
shut that
care.
off?
Not
I'm
your
just
store.
saying that
Not your store.
I agree. I'm sure she knows that. But what I'm saying is when you're trained to do a certain thing, sometimes it's hard to turn off in the moment.
Okay,
especially when
well,
you're
be the
emotional.
hero, and that's that.
No, yeah, you can still. I mean, you're right. The bullet doesn't care about your motives.
No,
and you got to be able to check
it
it as much
doesn't.
as you
The weapons
can.
don't ever care about your
And
motives.
I'm agreeing with that. What I'm saying is sometimes it is a little harder to turn it off. So it is.
I just think I get what you're saying. It's hard to turn it off. I just think,
But you need to control it.
A lot of these employers just don't care about you enough, you know. So it's like fight for something that actually matters, you know.
Yeah, I agree. But sometimes you're just in the situation you're in. Do the best you can with what you got. But they don't give a crap about you. Don't get it twisted.
No, they don't.
You're going to walk out with all this crap. You're just going to go get another card that you don't have.
Dude, I was literally right out front. I was just looking.
Bye.
You are such a... You cannot insult people like that.
Trashy ass boots out of here.
Well, they're hiring. That store's hiring. I saw the sign on the door.
No, hiring. We need narcs. More narcs.
Man.
I'm okay with that though. Yeah, I don't like. You gotta let him commit the act. Commit the act. The thing is too, it's funny. There's a lot of theft that goes on in a lot of these stores, but some of it's completely organized. Like, I know Target, I know Walmart, I know some of the other ones. They put their returns. They put their stuff that's been brought back. They'll put those very, very in stealable locations. Sometimes on back loading docks. It's crazy some of the stuff that you see being in an industry.
What do you mean they'll put them as returns?
So things that are returned, they don't necessarily have to be returned to factories depending on what the item is. It's called DXing an item. You get credits from your distributors. And a lot of times nowadays, because there's so much stuff in transit, sitting in shipping docks, they're not returning stuff to the factory as they used to. So what they'll do is, Home Depot is really good about this. They'll put stuff towards the front of their garden center, like things you wouldn't expect, like big grills and things like that. Very stealable. It's like, what the hell? It's returned items. It's stuff that's already been returned and gone through and messed up. It's stuff that's already been DX'd. So you'll see these thieves think they're getting off with something, but they're really getting a bag of or a box of garbage.
Got it.
And it happens more than you know. It's a way that a lot of these stores are combating theft and trying to, because there's only so much you can do. You can't chase these guys down, and a lot of them get unbelievably creative. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I know I recently got someone stole from me. I mean, I got my money back, but a lot of what these scammers are doing now, which is why I don't trust self-checkout lines anymore, is that they're putting some type of device as small as like smaller than a penny and smaller than a dime. And they just put it in the back of the checkout device thing. And when you swipe your card, and you put in your PIN number, if it's a debit card, it tracks your card number and the PIN that you put in for your debit card, so they're able to use that card in the future for purchases. And I remember that day where I went with you to all these stores, so I couldn't figure out, what store did it, but they ended up like taking like $1,500 or something like that. But I noticed the transaction, it was from Travelocity and it was pending, so I ended up getting the money back because I always check my stuff. And it's so crazy because the day that happened, we went up to a Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru, and I had said something to Dave, like, 'cause she had my card for a very long time, and I had said to Dave, I was like, if someone steals from me, if I get a false transaction or whatever, weird. She did it. Because I had this feeling like she had my card for way too long and she left the window. So I just, I have no proof, but it's weird that I said that. And then the next day someone stole from I just had a really bad feeling.
It was very weird.
Yeah, I had a bad feeling. So I don't know. It could have been that or the transaction thing at the store. I'm not sure.
You never know. But at least that one got taken care of.
It did. If I didn't catch it in time, like at 8:00 or whatever it was because the transaction happened at 6 a.m, and I checked my card around 8 a.m. on the toilet. So yeah, I was going through my news of that morning was me scrolling through my bank accounts and seeing like what money I had spent. So yeah,
that's why you always check your funds.
Always. You
Go
poor
through
people
it.
Problems.
It's smart to just check your money. Keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind.
Yeah, because I know exactly what's in my account at all times.
Yep.
And I feel like even if we ever did make it, I feel like I'm always going to know what's in my account.
As you should.
I feel, obviously, it's really smart to have an accountant and all, but like I feel that we should all be just checking our accounts daily. I always want to know exactly where my money's going, how I spent it, what I spent it on. Like I'm always looking at my transactions. Even after that happened, I think I look at it now like twice a day. I try my best. I did yesterday, but I don't even, if I need to get gas, I no longer use my card. I use cash to get gas now. However, I did use my card yesterday, but it's been such a very long time before. It's been a very long time since I've used a card for gas, except yesterday. Because it was a day before the storm. So it wasn't yesterday, but it was like a storm was happening here, snowstorm. And I was like, I need gas, for work the next morning. So
it was like 2 days ago.
And I didn't feel like, and I stopped at one of those gas stations that are off the interstate. And I didn't feel like walking all the way in there just to pay for the pump because it's so far away from the actual pump the store is. So I had a lazy moment, but I had Dave on the phone just talking away. Yeah.
Yapping.
Yeah.
I think that's about all we have for today.
Yeah, I mean, today's stories weren't that bad.
No, they were great.
I guess that guy is going to be like the rude Karen of the month.
I think so.
Yeah, there's not anything that I hate. Since we do this Monday through Fridays, there isn't anything in particular that I actually hate so far. So I don't have anything that I hate this week. The week just started. Oh, the landlord. Don't like her. Don't like the landlord. But that's for another time.
No. No, if you start the landlord, do you want to talk about the landlord?
All I'm going to say of things I hate this week, I don't like the landlord because she's just one of those people that she wants to remind you every second that she has the authority, that I make the rules and you obey me. This is my land and you obey me. That's all I'm going to say. Don't like her.
Is that all you want? That's all you want to say?
I mean, that's pretty much all I want to say. Because, I mean, how much time do we have? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I will save that for the next podcast, guys. I will actually give you a full segment of why I don't like the landlord.
There you go. Now you got something to look forward to.
Oh my, is that a helicopter?
Yep.
Man, it's really noisy today. We had the birds. We have a helicopter. And usually I always hear a truck that's reversing all the time.
been much noise distraction.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, for watching. We are on anywhere you listen to your podcast, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Watch us on YouTube, subscribe, and yeah, we will see you tomorrow.
Catch the next one. Support.